Okay, we're just getting the live stream turned on and started. I usually like to do it about 30 minutes before game time starts. And that way we can work out any type of glitches here. I've got Zoe Goodson here with me, my oldest daughter, who is the newest employee at Mineola Primary School. Will be teaching third grade math and science next year. She's helping me tonight here with the overlays. So as you step in, please say hi. Please let me know where you're from. And I will try to keep this flowing smoothly tonight for sure. We have a better angle of the field. The camera, I got here a little earlier today and was able to work a little bit of a different setup, and hopefully it'll be better to see everything that we have on the screen. What's up, Mr. Kretzberg? Glad you're on and watching. We'll have it on here for the rest of the night. We may go mute for a few minutes here coming up, just because I don't want to get kicked off of Facebook for music rights and all this other stuff. So, but we'll be able to keep the video up and running. However, hey, Ms. Thompson, glad you're on. But we should have a better shot. Hello from the Pecan House. All right, the Griffiths, how are you doing? Glad you're on and watching. Hey, Gary, what's up? Mr. Strasner, how are you, sir? Glad you're on and joining us tonight. Appreciate that. Can everybody hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me just fine. If I need to adjust my sound at all, that's always a good help. All right, the doggies, Dash and Sadie, say, let's go. Jackets, I hear you. You're in Galveston to watch your granddaughter. Awesome. Okay, good. I'm glad that you're able to watch from Galveston tonight. Hopefully everything will be smooth for you. I know we have a better shot of the field tonight. Just had some details we had to work out. But now we're able to give you a better look at it. Bariga, how are you doing? Good luck. Okay, thank you. Just kind of welcoming everybody in. There's going to be slow. Do me a favor, all of you who are on right now, if you'll like it and share it, that does me a huge favor, because according to the rules, I can't get paid anything. Thank you, Ms. Cook. I appreciate that. I don't get paid a dime to do this. This is I love our kids. I teach a class called Business Marketing and Finance, and we do a sports marketing and entertainment class. It allows us to give us the opportunity to be able to do something like this. We had our Mineola Educational Foundation and some CTE money. You may see some hats and things like that pass by as you're going along through the game tonight, but the camera is in the stands right by the press box tonight and looking down. And what I was saying earlier is that, you know, the UIL has granted us permission tonight because we are a non-commercial, nonprofit. You know, we're not making any money off of this through any type of advertising. But during the seasons, like, let me give you an example. During football season, during basketball season, during softball, baseball seasons, during the regular seasons, we can offer up an opportunity to market and do commercials and different things like that. So, and it's a big help for my class because it gives our kids something to work on. And so we're working on a little pamphlet that we can send out to everybody for their future. But like I said, we're not making a dime to do this playoff run. The school's been real supportive of helping us with the equipment and giving us all the opportunities to make this work. So we're really thankful for Mineola ISD. And Hello, Halen Hardy. Glad you're on and watching. Yes, they do need to finish it tonight. Yep, it's the opportunity right here to get it done. So we'll be the home team tonight, and I'll give you all the more important details later on here in about 6 or 7 minutes. But the big dog principal has made it in here. He's on board, ready to go. And so, like I said, we have great administration, great people who back us. Our superintendent all the way down. They've been so helpful with this program, and we're just excited to get the opportunity to do this. Now, in the future, we're going to have I got 3 students with me tonight who are helping out, and then my daughter is helping out as well, and with the overlays tonight. But all the production stuff that goes in beforehand is produced by the students and made by the students. And I'm going to run a few clips for you here as we get ready. Before 5:45 is when I'll go into the pregame show stuff and have some information to give out, and we'll bring you up to first pitch and different things like that. Yes, Ms. Kaufman, I agree. You'll be able to get all the action now. Yes, absolutely. So you'll be able to see have a better angle with our camera tonight. So, and I got here early enough, and we have a little remote set up that's HDMI based, and it sends a signal from my computer to the camera. The camera is about 100 foot away from us up in the stands, and it has that HDMI receiver on it, and it sends our signal. And it gives us a little better angle and should be able to see the majority of the field. You may have the left field is cut off a little bit at the very corner. And so there'll be some things that we're not even going to get to see because of where we're sitting tonight. It's a little different situation. I was in the stands last night, but I'm along the fence line tonight on the third base side. All right, Miss Hayes. Hey, listen, everybody like it. Everybody share it. Everybody, get the word out. Help me get the word out by sharing it and letting people know that we're up here and working hard to bring you this game live tonight. So just know and understand that everything that we're doing is on purpose. And so, hey, Miss Cook, we're going to have some of those videos you had from last week. We're going to show you highlights from Gunner. I'm going to show you some highlights from last night. I got 2 of them. And we have a little volleyball setup for you coming up and some cool slideshow stuff that's it's going to roll across the screen. I'm going to go mute, and I'm going to play those. Going to play those videos, and we'll be right back. Right there with the RBI. Stepping in now, Courtney Wynn, the sophomore catcher for the Lady Jackets. And the pitch from Howerton. This one hits deep, way back. The catcher, Courtney Wynn, once again, hits it out of the ballpark. A 3-run shot for Courtney Wynn. Right there with the RBI. Is retiring from Mineola High School, and she will be a big loss and a big strike here to center field, way back. Wilson hits that one about 240 feet to center field, and she'll take a jog around the bases as the Lady Jackets have put another one on the board here in the 6th with a home run from the first baseman journey. All right, everybody, welcome into this one. I'm Jason Goodson, and tonight it's win and punch your ticket to Austin. The road to Austin runs through Cattle Mills, Texas tonight, and the Mineola Lady Jackets are one win away from the state semifinals. Good evening, everybody, and welcome into the Nest Game Day live regional finals pregame show here on YouTube and Facebook. I'm Jason Goodson. I'll be bringing you all the live action tonight as the Mineola Lady Jackets take on the Whitesboro Lady Cats here in Game 2 of the regional finals. We are glad you are joining us tonight on YouTube and Facebook. Make sure that you like it, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, share this broadcast with your family, your friends, alumni, and Lady Jacket fans everywhere. Help us draw more people into tonight's game because this is a big one. If Mineola wins tonight, the Lady Jackets advance to the state semifinals in Austin with an opportunity to play for a spot in the UIL state championship game at the University of Texas. That's what's on the line tonight. Last night, the Lady Jackets made a statement. Mineola dominated game 1 by a final score of 11-0. 11-0. That was a big win for them last night. The offense exploded. The offense exploded for 14 hits and launched 2 home runs and a complete performance from top to bottom. The bats were alive early. The energy was electric, and Mineola never looked back. Defensively, though, the Lady Jackets were nearly flawless with 0 errors on the night. And in the circle, the performance from Jalen Marshall was huge. Marshall allowed just 1 hit while striking out 8 Whitesboro hitters in a dominant softball performance last night in the circle. And when you combine elite pitching, clean defense, and explosive offense, that's what we call championship softball, and that's what it was last night. Tonight, Mineola has the opportunity to finish the job, right? And so they're on the way, close to it. The excitement's building up. I know I'm fired up about it. I know the girls are fired up. We've spent the afternoon with those Lady Jackets, and they are we're going to have some kids in the way tonight a little bit. That's where all right, so here's what happens. Lights out tonight's matchup. Whitesboro enters this game with their backs against the wall. They understand the situation. Win tonight, enforcing and deciding a game 3. Lose tonight, and the season comes to an end for them. All right, so expect urgency from the Lady Cats early here tonight. But Mineola, on the other hand, wants to come out aggressive and avoid giving Whitesboro any momentum in this one. The key tonight for the Lady Jackets will be simple. Start fast, play some clean defense, put pressure on Whitesboro early, and trust the pitching staff, which we have a really good one, and Journey and Jalen as well. And they will all be available tonight. I think Marshall will start in the circle tonight again for the Lady Jackets, and so the same lineups will be presented tonight on the field for the Lady Jackets. If game 1 taught us anything last night, this team feeds off momentum. They started early and worked through the rest of the softball game, putting 11 runs on the board last night to their nothing. If Mineola gets rolling early on offense again tonight, this crowd could start feeling that state tournament atmosphere. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what we want. All right, here's a few of the storylines we want to watch tonight. And the first thing we want to talk about here is, can the Mineola offense stay hot? I think they can. I think they're ready. I think they're hungry. And so they just have to come out ready to fight and keep working hard tonight. They had 14 hits last night in the regional final game 1, which is impressive against anybody. And the young lady Howerton last night from Whitesboro, who has not given up that many runs in a game this year, hardly at all, and she got tattooed last night a little bit. So the Lady Jackets need to consistently put pressure on them tonight. On the defense last night with quality at-bats, aggressive base running, and timely hitting, which is what they had last night. They played just a superb game last night overall. Second thing you want to watch for tonight is the defensive energy. Great softball teams communicate, great softball teams stay composed, and great softball teams make routine plays consistently. And Mineola did that last night with 0 errors in the field. And third, the moment. Here's the moment for them. This is the kind of opportunity players dream about. It's the thing that you dream about as a coach. It's the thing that you dream about, growing up and getting to this point in high school where you're on a varsity team, and all of a sudden you have a chance to go and punch that ticket to Austin, Texas. and the University of Texas in Austin. The pressure's real, but so is the opportunity, and it's here tonight for the Lady Jackets. The thing I want to talk about again tonight is I've been walking all over the stadium tonight, had to set up some different things, talking to people all over the place, and you can already feel the energy here. People starting to show up and pile up, and the Yellow Jacket fans are showing up in droves. The buses are on the way with students, and it should be another fun atmosphere tonight throughout the playoffs, and even beginning with Tatum in Longview, and then Hugh Springs, and last week against Gunter, the students were just flat amazing. They were awesome to be around. So here's what we got. Everything that we have traveled here tonight. For all of those here who are in attendance tonight, and you watch this later on, we thank you for making the trip. But although all of you at home, your support matters as well. High school athletics are special because of this opportunity for us as a community to rally around moments like this. So this Mineola team has represented their school, their community with toughness, with discipline and heart all season long. And tonight they're 7 innings away for something really special. So some keys to the game tonight. Here are tonight's keys to the game for the Lady Jackets as the announcements start. Key number 1 is win the first inning. Set the tone immediately, just like last night, and then they will roll with some momentum. Key number 2, limit free base runners. No walks, no defensive mistakes. Make Whitesboro earn everything they get. Key number 3, stay aggressive at the plate. Attack hittable pitches early. And key number 4, play relaxed. If they can go out and do those things, this is the point in the playoffs. Talent matters, but confidence matters too. And they can go out there and be ready to play some softball. And really, I'm fired up for them. And as somebody that was on staff for the Lady Jackets for almost 7 years, and getting to coach some of these girls early on in their careers on the varsity, this is a special moment for me. This is why I get excited to do what I'm doing. This is why I get an opportunity to be able to move around and
number 7, J.C. Lunsford. Batting first, number 6 at pitcher, Avery Howerton.
Hey, where's Mac at?
Batting second, number 2 at right field, Reagan Downs. Batting third, number 8 at catcher, Cameron Ortiz.
We got a lot of kids up there. We'll get them moved here in just a second. All right, so we're getting closer to the first pitch here in Cattle Mills. Again, the Mineola Lady Jackets lead this regional final series 1-0 after last night's 11-0 victory. Tonight, Jalen Marshall gets to start in the circle once again, and Mineola, as the Lady Jackets look to advance to the semifinals in Austin. We want to take a moment and thank everybody on Facebook tonight and YouTube, and really take care of this opportunity for us to be able to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Help support the Nest Game Day Live and Mineola Athletics coverage throughout this year. We appreciate it. So for everyone joining us tonight, thank you for spending your evening with us. I'm Jason Goodson, and coming up next, the Mineola Lady Jackets and the Whitesboro Lady Cats from Cattle Mills, Texas. Regional Final Softball, a trip to Austin on the line. First pitch is coming your way next, right here on the Nest Game Day Live.
The subs for the Lady Jackets are number 3, Kinsley Harley. Number 4, Tylee Ford. Number 6, Bailey McWilliams. Number 10, Haley Gladwell. Number 11, Briley Attaway. Number 14, Lucy Goodson. Batting first, number 0, left field, Caroline Castleberry. Batting second, number 12 at shortstop, Caitlin McMahon. Batting third, number 7 at center field, Mineola McMahon. Batting fourth, number 8 at first base, Journey Wilson. Batting Batting fifth, number 99 and catcher, Courtney Wynn. Batting sixth, number 9 at third base, Kelly Kritzberg. Batting seventh, number 5 at pitcher, Jalen Marshall.
Yeah, that's our angle.
Batting eighth, number 15 at DP, Matty Short. Batting ninth, number 1 at second base, Georgia Young. Number 2 flex at right field, Leslie Reed.
All right, we had to do some adjustments with the camera. Hopefully it'll stay up and the guys won't get their face in the camera too much. We have the national anthem being played. I'm going to be quiet. Here we go. The crowd is loud and proud tonight here in Cattle Mills, Texas, as we get ready to begin this one here as the home team tonight. Last night we were the visitors, and the Whitesboro lineup will feature Howerton, Downs, Ortiz, Rupert, Fuller, Cole, Thomas, Bruce, Perkins, and Durham in that order. Howerton will be the pitcher for Whitesboro, Downs, right field, Ortiz catcher, Rupert third base, Fuller center field. JoJo, what's up? Audrey, how are you guys doing? Let's go, Ricky Hass, Judy Wood. Glad y'all are here. Glad y'all are on. Please share, like, and let everybody know that we're on and watching and supporting right here as the Lady Cats step in. It's the pitcher Howerton will lead it off for Whitesboro tonight. Last night she was walked early on, put on base. She's their best player by far and is very talented in the circle, but the Lady Jackets jumped on her last night, and they're going to try to do the same here to Jalen tonight in the circle. And the pitch from Marshall. And game 2 is underway. It's going to be ball 1. Wind's blowing right to left. The flag, and just to the right of the scoreboard in right field. It's 200 down the right field line, 200 down the left field line, and 200 in center field and in the alleys here. We have a little better angle for you tonight as she falls behind 2-0, and the pitch here is low. I know for a fact they're going to stay away from the zone with Howerton in the box because she is their most talented hitter. She hits .647 on the season this year, and strike one down the middle right there. She took that one all the way. And 3 balls, 1 strike on the board. Zoe Goodson helping me out with the overlays tonight and in support. Strike 2 on that one right there. She was anticipating ball 4, heading to first base, got called back, and can't show up the umpire like that. They're going to this one off the map, hit the second base. hit to second base right there for the first out. It's a 4-3 in the book.
Number 2, Raven Downs.
You're going to see some fans' hands tonight. There's not much we're going to be able to do about that, but for the majority of the game, you're going to be able to see clearly. We'll try to control some of that as much as possible, but that's the guys up there. This one up in the air, back and to the left. We have a great student section. I can't complain about our student section. They do a great job. You're going to see some hands and a shaky camera a little bit. Hopefully it'll be stable and stay up for us. And if not, we'll make adjustments and go take care of it. Hey, Mr. Martin, Steve, and Jamie Finley, how are you doing? Glad you're on and watching. Tony Kennedy, glad you're on and watching. Hey, Miss Pruitt, welcome into this one tonight. Miss Wood, glad to see you on here. And the pitch here. Up the middle to Marshall. She'll make the play and throw it out at first right there as Downs go down. Here is the second batter of the inning. Here in the top of the first, 2 outs. All right, here, number 8, Ortiz, the catcher, stepping in, and Marshall throws this one and be ball 1 as it was high. This one out of range, and deep in the hole is McMahon again, and she ranges to the right and just makes an outstanding play at shortstop and throws her out at first base. And 1, 2, 3 go. The Lady Cats from Whitesboro here in the top of the first. Hey, listen, Coach. Hey, welcome back into this one. This is Jason Goodson. And a beautiful play from McMahon there to end the top of the first for Whitesboro. As there was no runs, no hits, no errors, no score. They're in the top of the first as Castleberry steps in here for the Lady Jackets. She was 4 for 5 last night. Played left field, started off the game last night with a triple. And in the process of that, hitting that triple last night was the start of the momentum for the Lady Jackets. And the senior steps in, and we mentioned this last night, and I talk about these girls because I've watched them grow up. I watched them see, the tough times in the softball program, and now they're starting to see some fruit of the hard work that they've been having for years. And this one is up right here, but off the glove, ball 1. And but Castleberry is one of those girls who has put in 4 years from the leadoff spot for the Lady Jackets. She's been excellent at the plate, in the field, and has used her speed really well on the base pads. And for all that hard work, she's going to get to go to ETBU. This one's soft off the bat. And a great play there by Cole, the shortstop, ranging across and making the play just in front of second base to erase Castleberry from the base pads here early. And that was an F6 right there. If you notice the camera shaking and everything out there, the boys are standing all around the camera, stomping and waving their hands right there. So hopefully the camera stays up tonight for us, and can't fault their energy for that. The whole Caps family is tuning in. Mr. Caps, glad you're watching. Appreciate it. McMahon steps in for the Lady Jackets. She's the shortstop, the junior, and she made a great play at the top end of the first inning to get the third out. And tonight steps in as the second batter. 2 balls, no strikes here to McMahon. McMahon last night went 1 for 4, but her impact was huge early on as her base hit in the first allowed Castleberry to score after the triple. The pitch, soft roller to the shortstop. Cole throws her out at first base. And they're better defensively tonight already than they were last night, as they made some struggles and plays last night that really hit them hard. And here comes the senior, Mineola McMahon, and can't say enough about this young lady as well. I mean, all these ladies. Coach Veach, Miss Nugent, glad you're in. We'll try not to make anybody cry tonight. And the pitch is a strike 1. Good luck with that 8th grade dance tonight. I know you need to keep an eye on Tripp and Hazel. I'm sure they're tearing up the dance floor at Mineola Middle School tonight. Here is the second pitch, 1 ball, 1 strike here to McMahon. And that was Jure Gaskell, ladies and gentlemen. And the pitch. Off speed right there. Floats in on the inside corner, and they have a young buck behind the plate tonight. Here, he has been in the field for most of our playoff series, and the pitch. It's fouled off and to the right as she stays alive on that one. Mineola last night was 1 for 4 with an error in her third at bat to second base, and was able to reach. Hit a soft infield hit early on and scored on the 3-run homer from Coco Wynn. And part of that 5-run first inning last night. This is going to go to the right side, just past the second baseman, and she'll be on with a single tonight. Last week, game 2 in Gunter, the Lady Jackets had 2 quick outs and scored 3 runs with 2 outs in the bottom half of the first. In game number 2 last week, in which it went 9 innings. But Wilson last night hit a home run over center field that I think is still flying. She launched that one. This one's low and inside. The last time somebody hit a home run on Howerton, she threw the fastball into Coco Wynn's back on the very next at-bat. But tonight she was a little more in control on that one. Joe, Journey Wilson, 2 balls, no strikes here. Steps in, got a lot of ear in that shot right there. We'll have to cover it up third base. This one hit. This one finds space. Here comes McMahon all the way to the fence. She'll hit third. She'll score. Wilson with a double. And the Lady Jackets take an early lead here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first, as Wilson finds a hole, hits a double, and May scores from first to begin the scoring here tonight Great job, ladies, right there. She got the momentum kicked in our direction. Here comes Courtney Wynn, who in her first at bat last night hit one over the left field fence in the alley, and it was a 3-run shot, contributing to the 5-0 start in the first inning last night. Here comes Wynn, the catcher. She takes the ball on the first one right there. Wilson standing at second base. Hey, Sherry Pickle, how you doing? Miss Elmore, welcome in. Let us know where you're listening from. Be sure to like, share, and let's get it all together here with our Lady Jackets. This is way out in front. Took something off of that one, and she's chased those changeups last night after that fastball she hit on the first pitch from Howerton last night and hit it a long way. That one low and inside. Sorry, I'm going to get silent here for just a second. This one bounced just over the head, dumps over the second baseman. Here comes Wilson. And Wilson to score the second run with 2 outs as Wynn finds a hold. Right over the top here. Wilson scores from second base. The RBI right there from Wynn.
Number 9, Callie Pressburg.
And the pitch right here, up and to Kretzberg as she steps in. The score, 2-0 here in the bottom half of the first. Kretzberg, the third baseman, steps in, Win at first. 2 outs on the board, 2 strikes here. And Kretzberg. Win is going to take second base. Right there on the steal. It gets into scoring position. Now an opportunity. Y'all are in Warner Robins, Georgia. Hey, Clay, glad you're watching. Oh, strike on the inside corner. She didn't like it, so she turns. She goes down looking to end the first, but not after 2-run score on 3 hits here in the first. It'll be 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. We'll be right back. Stephanie, welcome in. Glad you're here with us. We're in the top of the second here. Lady Jackets lead 2-0. Whitesboro went 3 up, 3 down in the first. And stepping in now is Rupert from the cleanup position. This is up and to the right. But Cole good effort there from the right fielder, Reed. It's going to get past her, McMahon. As Rupert gets it down, Reed dove for it and just got underneath the glove there in right field. So this is their first runner to third base since last night, and nobody got past second last night for the Lady Cats. So the Lady Jackets need to put in that defensive effort on that base hit right there. Should have thrown it to first and gotten the out, but some defensive errors right here for the Lady Jackets as get the clean out at first, and then we can worry about the tag at home. We're okay. It's 2-1. That scores the run, the error right there. The runner will advance to second on the throw from Kretzberg. It got past the shortstop, McMahon. It's 2-1 now in the top of the second. And the Lady Jackets settle down and play good defense. One of the keys to the game tonight for them. A lot on the line. That one's offered and pulled back, and strike was called. And the pitch down low from Marshall. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Rupert. To Fuller. I'll get it right in just a second. It's Cole, the shortstop, from the left-hand side. And the pitch. Lays down the bunt. Get the out at first this time around. Throws again to third, but the runner advances, and that'll give us the first out here on the board for the Lady Jackets. That'll be a 5-3 on the sack. Runner advances to third is Fuller. Stepping in now is first baseman Thomas. This one a soft shot. Throwing home, tagged her out, got her on the tag right there, and a great play from McMahon to lead the lead runner as Wynn makes the tag at home. And a great play right there. And the fielder's choice is Fuller's cut down with a 6-2. Thomas will be at first, but they're not going to overturn the call. Typically, they don't do that, but, I'd be shocked. He's out at home. Settles down the girls a little bit. Resets. Miss Rushing, glad you're on. Tanya, glad you're up and watching this one with us tonight here on the Nest. It's 2-1 here in the bottom of the second inning. And the pitch right here as Bruce steps in, the DP. Jadlin last night gives up only one hit in the 6 innings that she pitched. And pitched a phenomenal game tonight. We've had some miscues and some errors early here. Two strikes here to Bruce. Last night struck out all 3 times that she came to the plate. And the pitch. Strike 3 watching on the outside corner. And the Lady Jackets quench the fire right here as she goes down looking. After 1.5, it's 2-1. Lady Jackets are up. And you're listening to the Nest Game Day. We'll be right back here. Game 2 of the regional finals, Cattle Mills, Texas. Welcome back into this one. I'm Jason Goodson. This is the Nest Game Day, and we're in game number 2 here in Cattle Mills, Texas, of the regional finals as the Lady Jackets won last night 11-0. They're in the lead here as we go into the bottom of the second, 2-1. Ball 1 to Marshall as she steps in. She had a big hit late last night that added to the 6-0 lead that they had and took it to 8-0 last night. The Michniks are watching from Lake Fork. Glad you're on, and supporting here is the chopper to the first baseman, Thomas, and she'll step on the bag for the easy out as Marshall comes back to the dugout. Stepping in now will be the DP, Maddie Short. Yes, Tanya Lippincott, one of my favorite people of all time at Mama T at KMU. And she has blessed me over the years and gave me the confidence to be able to put a headset on and go to work. And I'm always appreciated her for that and will always be thankful. Miss Smith, how you doing? Glad you're on and watching. Michael Kretzberg, glad you're on and watching. This one out in front of that one as she saw the changeup and was leaning out over the plate there and barely touched the ball. And it rolls foul and to the left, just beyond the line. Maddie did not play for 1 year, came back and found herself in the DP role. This one's just over the head, finds some landscape once again here, just over the second baseman's head for the single, and Short will be at first base here with 1 out. Georgia Young, one of my favorite Yellow Jackets of all time. Little ball of energy at second base for the Lady Jackets for the last 4 years. Her first year, freshman year, she played a lot of shortstop and had to adjust to a new position and got put back in her normal spot at second and has improved over the years and finds herself here at the bottom of the lineup looking to move the runner here. Georgia Young. We call her George. Spells her name Jorja. If you're on and watching, appreciate you guys tuning in. This one up and in right there. 2 balls and no strikes here. 1 out on the boards. Was short at first. Miss Moore, glad you're on. Let's go, Lady Jackets. Yes, ma'am. Pitch is strike on the outside corner. Low and outside. Typically when Young makes contact, she is punching it over the shortstop's head, third baseman's head, and has the ability to pull it down the line. And the pitch. It's low right there. UIL has blessed us with the opportunity to bring you this broadcast during the regional final. And our student sports marketing class and entertainment class has played a big role in bringing you this one tonight. On the outside corner, works the walk as Maddie will trot the second, and Young finds herself on first here. And what she didn't want to do was bring up Castleberry at the top of the order here with 1 out. Runners in scoring position. Last night she led off the game with a triple. One of my, how are you doing? Good to see you. Glad to see you. Foul back and to the left. One of my former Lady Jackets right there. Colin Christian, glad you're watching from Lindale. We'll get that camera corrected in just a second. I'll get up there. The kicking, stomping, and everything's kind of moving the camera to the right. Miss Oliver, glad you're on and watching. Appreciate it. That one a soft shot down the line, but foul. As the stomping is moving the camera to the right. We'll do our best to get it adjusted here in a minute, but every stomp's moving it further to the right. Struck out on that pitch right there.
Number 12, Taylor McMahon.
McMahon needs to come in and get her classic opposite field hit to the right. It's about to knock off right there. That one up, called it a strike right there down the middle. Karis, glad you're on and watching. LaTanya Brumsey, glad you're on. The camera bounced back into position. I've got it tied to the fence up there, but it's still in precarious mode. Yes, sir. Thank you. That's right. Watching from Duncanville. Glad you're on. Glad you're watching. Mr. Kretzberg. Appreciate that, Michael. 1 ball, 1 strike here to McMahon. This one just through the legs of the first baseman. And that's going to load them up for the Lady Jackets as Short is held up at third. McMahon with the singing eye single through the legs of the first baseman. It's hit pretty hard, and like I said, that's when she's really good. And here comes the senior McMahon, who had a hit just outside of the second baseman's glove in the first. The senior will be at TJC playing softball here in the fall. Bases loaded opportunity for her. Three balls, one strike. And the pitch from Howerton. Up the middle. Shortstop. Drops it. Excuse me, the second baseman mishandled it. Having to make a pressure play right there, trying to get her out at first. And McMahon hustles all the way through the play and makes it to first and scores short for the third run of this one. 3-1 your score now here in the bottom of the second. All the runners have advanced. Young's at third, McMahon at second, and McMahon will stand at first here for Wilson, who hit one about 245 foot last night over the center field fence. The junior first baseman, strong. They're going to stay away from the middle of the plate with her. Her last time up, she had a double to the fence, scoring a RBI there, contributing to one run. Lots of fans showing up here tonight in Cattle Mills. A lot of former Lady Jackets in attendance and some future ones standing to my left. And the pitch, low and out front as it bounces. Ortiz having to fight that one off behind the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes there. She's going to have to shorten up here. Put it into play. The greatness of Allie Moore standing to my right here. She was on the 2012 and 13 teams. This one, a hot shot to second baseman. She drops to the ground on one knee and makes the catch, but man, what a laser right there, and just a great play by the second baseman there to end it with the bases loaded. 1 run does come across. One run. 2 hits. 0 errors. Score 3-1. You're listening to The Nest. Game day here. Regional final game 2. And Mineola leads the series 1-0 with a chance to advance tonight to the next round. We'll be right back. Welcome back into this one. I'm Jason Goodson with the Nest game day here. We're in the top of the third inning in game number 2 of the regional final. Mineola leads the series 1-0, and they lead tonight 3-1 after 2.5 in Cattle Mills, Texas, in a beautiful facility here. As the cameras are shaking and rocking in the background. And the pitch is up. Tried to get the camera position down right behind the net. Was told no. And pull back up here onto the box and dealing with what we got. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Perkins, the number 9 hitter for The Lady Cats, who went 0 for 3 last night with 3 strikeouts as a part of the 8 strikeout game for deep into the hole there. It just comes off the fist and out of the range of Young. It'll be a little single right there, and Perkins is on base. And here comes the pitcher, Avery Howerton, who's a Texas Tech commit. She's a senior this year, has done really well at the plate. She's 6'47", won a lot of ball games, struck out a lot of girls, over 500 in her career, and had 1 double last night for the only hit by a Wildcat or Lady Cat last night in Marshall's game that she pitched for the Lady Jackets. Ball 1 here to Howerton. This one down. And Coach Cheshire not ashamed to say that she was going to pitch around her and try not to give her an opportunity to
hit your spot.
She does a great job on that pitch right there, low and inside and at the knees. She lets it go by. It's 2 balls, 1 strike right there to Howerton, but did not want to let her have control of the ball game because she can hit it a long way. These girls advanced last year. Off the leg there of Marshall, that one hurt as she goes down right there, and it's a big dagger right there for the Lady Jackets as she is on the ground and feeling that one. And that goes off the leg, and it'll be a 4-3 in the book. She took that one straight off the shin, and that doesn't feel good. That ball come off the bat hot. Fans supportive of Marshall right here as Courtney goes to the dugout to get some water for her. She's going to walk this one off for a second, and well, that's going to be one of those bruises that stays around for a few minutes. I don't know about you guys, but the student section has been awesome throughout these last 3 series here, and been extremely supportive of the Lady Jackets in this run this year. This is into the regional finals. Surely they'll let her get a couple of throws in. That'd be nice.
You have a manager over there for a reason.
Wynn is hauling the water back and forth. If you don't know Courtney Wynn, she's a ball of energy and doesn't take much for her. She is energetic. They're going to let her get a few throws in here to see if she can continue to go, man. But she's got a smile on her face in the circle, and she's going to step through and hopefully try to make it through that one. And a good pitch right there. She's still feeling that one. All of us have, at some point in our career, have taken a ball off the top of the foot, a hit off the thigh from a pitcher. It doesn't feel good. And coming off the bat that fast, that hard, it's going to make some noise on the leg. And Mr. Hearn, the wind is blowing out tonight. Miss DuPont, glad you're on and watching. Clayton Hamlet, glad you're on and watching. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for the compliment, but I'm learning quite a bit. This is if I can only control the cameras up there from not falling over, I think we'll be good. I need a hardy hand right in the middle of it. My daughter abandoned her position up there, but I'm not blaming my daughter. She's been a huge help tonight. Huh? Hopefully they are. All right, here we go. This one to the ground, the shortstop. They're going to get her in the rundown. She'll be out at third, and the runner stays at first. And a smart play there from the shortstop, McMahon, as Downs hits into the fielder's choice. That'll be a 6-5 right there. And she is erased from the base pads, the lead runner, and Downs will be at first. Stepping in is Ortiz. Ortiz thrown out from deep in the hole from McMahon in the shortstop position in the first. This one up the middle. It's going to find its way through. Her first base hit of the series. Moves the runner to second base, and Ortiz has a single up the middle.
Up to bat number 5, Brandon Rupert.
Rupert steps into third baseman. She had the triple last time to right fielder Reed. The freshman dove for it and got up underneath the glove. It was a great effort play from the right fielder, but ended up at third base and for her first hit of the series. Inside, didn't like that one. Ball 1. This one hit hard to center field. It goes off the fence, and 1 run will score here. Here comes the second. It gets past the cutoff. 2 runs will score. It'll be 3-3 here at the top end of the third as Rupert, the third baseman, hits it off the right center field fence and stands at second with a double, clearing the base pads. Runner ran into the play there. She's going to question whether or not there was interference on the runner coming to score. It'll stick as 2 runs come across. It's 3-3 here, and we have a ball game here in game 2. And a good hit there. Whitesboro's a great team. You know, they're battle tested. They've been to this position before and have advanced. Stepping in now is Fuller, the center fielder. Hit to Kretzberg last time. Strike 1. Lady Jackets been in this position last week in Gunner and twice against Hugh Springs and had kept their head high and working their way in. It's strike 2 as she swings through that one. Yes, Jessica, I need you to come and take care of Grayson for me. Can't control a good thing, though. They're doing a great job up there. Proud of them. This one fouled straight down and back to the left. That's right, Colton. Sneed. The chop is on. We spent some time in the booth at KMU on Friday nights, the post-game shows. And you don't make it this far without being a great team. That's right. Coach Ryder here to my left brought the Rowdy Bunch in the stands, driving the bus for him tonight. McMahon drove it last night, and Coach Ryder tonight. Strikeout there as Fuller goes down with a K. Not before 2 runs, though, on 1, 2, 3 hits there on that one. And a single and a double and another single. And they even it up 3-3 as we go into the bottom of the third here. As the Lady Jackets will need to stay hot at the plate and stay in this one. Big time stuff on the line tonight here for the Lady Jackets. I'm Jason Goodson. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. Stepping in to the bottom of the third for the Lady Jackets is Coco. Courtney Wynn had a single in the first, knocked in a run. 3-3 your score here after 2.5. This one down low, ball one to the catcher, Wynn. Wynn, a sophomore catcher, and a long line of excellent catchers. Jared, you're right. I thought it was interference too, but they didn't like the call there. This one bounced high to the pitcher, Howerton. She'll make the easy out at first. That'll be a 1-3 in the books.
Number 9, Callie Kretzberg.
Thank you, Mr. P, for the shout out. Go MHS. You're welcome. Kretzberg steps in here. Callie Kretzberg, the powerful third baseman, is yet to really connect hard with a ball yet in this series. And strike there on that one. She knows it. Turns around, shakes her head yes. Great pitch from Howerton right there. And the pitch. Softly hit, foul, way out in front of that one. Lady Jackets find themselves in a battle here on this one. This one on the outside corner. A lot of former Lady Jackets here tonight watching. Kretzberg. Inside. Ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Kretzberg. Needs to stay in this one and fight here. Swings through that one, strike 3. Goes down looking into first and strikes out here in the third.
Number 5, Jalen Marshall.
Jalen Marshall. Thank you, Miss Morris. I appreciate that.
I think some of our viewers feel like they're going down some
Yeah, so
county
I mean, I
roads.
really need some help up there, but nobody is, you know, it's not
What do you want?
a whole lot. I just need somebody to move away from the camera. They got plenty of room up there. If they'll just take like
Can we go
4,
ask them to move?
yeah, if they'll take 4 steps to the, I mean, there's plenty of room for them to
I
get
think
to.
it's Zach Detheridge. Is who it looks like.
Well, it's okay who it is. It doesn't matter. Everybody needs to move down a little bit. Getting some camera control underway here for us, and Miss Stack coming over to help out. This one fouled back and to the right. Marshall was struck in the shin, man. She was nailed off the pitch off the bat from Howerton, actually in the top half of this inning and part of that 3-run inning, and they had some timely hits. And the pitch here. bounces in front of Marshall. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's not much you're going to be able to do with it.
Go nowhere.
Yeah.
And like Jason Hamlin's holding on to the camera with 2 hands.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Trying to keep it as safe.
Tell him thank you. Okay, thank you. My man Hamlin up there helping me out. Kretzberg, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. This one, right to the second baseman. Soft shot there is. Took something off that one. 3 up, 3 down for the Lady Jackets. Still 3-3 your score. There's no runs on no hits. No errors going into the top of the 4th here. Game number 2 of the regional finals. I'm Jason Goodson bringing you the live action tonight from Cattle Mills in the regional final game 2. We'll be right back. The Cats have brought it back to even 3-3 as Cole steps in the shortstop. She's made some great plays tonight defensively for the Lady Cats and got to hug the neck of Allie Moore just now and say hi to her. Former Lady Jacket on the coaching staff for a year. Fouled back, runs A&A in town and big supporter of softball all over the area. Big Lady Jacket fan. Her dad last night was leading the cheers. Odds Galaz in the stands, rocking it. This one down to the ground. The third baseman, Kretzberg, pulls her off the bag. And Kretzberg's just got to settle down here. Step and make her throws. And some costly errors tonight, costing the Lady Jackets, which should have been an out right there, but just left it high. It's got to follow through right there. Cole will be on first base here. Thomas steps in and gets a quick foul here. Coach Hardy, been praying for you, brother. Hope you're feeling better. Thomas with the pitch. Out in front, lays the bunt down. And a nice scoop and pitch with the glove from Marshall to get her out at first, but the runner does advance. On the sack. Be a 1-3 in the book. Runner in scoring position is Cole. Bruce, the DP, will step in now. She struck out in her first at bat. Pops up to the pitcher here. Had a chance to get that one. Goodness, McMahon coming in from center field there. Was able to get the errant throw there, but tried to double her off at second base, but she remains. But Marshall making a F1 right there in the book to her, and 2 outs on the board here. Runner at second base. Perkins up. Last time she hit a single off the fist over the head of Young. And the pitch here to Kretzberg. She steps, makes a better throw this time, and gets her out at first. On a 3-5 to end the inning. Runner stays at second base. One runner left. There's no runs, no hits. One error. As they get away with one there, going into the bottom of the third here. I said they lost audio. What about now? Can you hear me? Is it just on YouTube? Can everybody hear me on Facebook and YouTube now? Okay, you're hearing me on Facebook. What about YouTube? Thanks, Brittany. Thanks, Zach. Appreciate you confirming. Okay, Miss Hayes, you're still on. Okay. Maybe YouTube will catch up here in just a second. Have about 300 viewers on right now watching us. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks, Madison. Appreciate that. Thanks, Rachel. All right, here we go. We'll stick right here, and the Lady Jackets are up. The DP, Maddie Short, stepping in here. Short had a single just over the glove of the second baseman in the second, and looking to get it started here in the bottom of the fourth. Another shot to second base, and just some soft liners tonight. She's been able to range and go catch and has made the plays, but just need to get them a little higher. That'll be an F4 in the book. And a quick out there. She attacked the first pitch. Thanks, Amanda. I appreciate you confirming that. Okay, you should be okay on the audio now. Young steps in. And a base on balls in the second inning, and got to third but never scored. Was left on base. As three girls were left on base in that inning. Young, second baseman. Ball two outside. And every time she throws a ball, the crowd lets her know it. They spell out the word ball from the gallery. There's some great fans here tonight. Students are doing awesome, and the alum and the community have shown up for the Lady Jackets. Appreciate you joining us here on Facebook and YouTube. And so glad we get to bring this to you. What a blessing it is to be able to share some exciting times with you guys. Young, 3 balls, 1 strike here with 1 out. Like to have her on base as the top of the order. It's on deck in Castleberry and McMahon in the hole. 3-3 your score here. Wind blowing right to left. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Watches that one. Thought it was outside, but she's going to have to protect here. She needs to put the ball on the ground and run it out. Get it down in front of the third baseman and find the spot. High and outside. It's her second walk of tonight, and we need to make her pay for walking the number 9 batter in the order as Castleberry steps in here, and Castleberry due for one. She was 4 for 5 last night, is 0 for 2 tonight with a one amazing catch off the fist by the shortstop Cole in the first and struck out in the second. Howerton.
Let's go, Blue!
That one came across the elm in Mineola on the chest.
Go, Opie!
We don't know what the call was there. He called a strike, though, is what it was. It's a ball on the board, but it's a strike in the book. Oh, yeah. He called it a strike. Not unless he just didn't make the call and throw his hand up in the air. I may be wrong on that one. Nobody knows what the call is right now except the blue. I'm sure several people have asked for the – it is ball one. It's ball one. Yep, we're good. Okay. I thought it went across high. That went down. Low and outside. Typically staying away from Castleberry, and left one up in the zone yesterday early, and she hit the triple down the left field line, and the pitch foul back. High right there on that call. Would have been ball twos. Got a little bit of a chaser there for Castleberry. Looking forward to seeing her play at ETBU here in the fall. See how she contributes in college. This one on the ground, pulled down the first baseline just right of the fouling. Stays alive on that one. What's up, Christian Miller? Appreciate you, man. Thanks for watching. Cheyenne Looney, Miss Hayes. Miss Looney. Good on you too. Appreciate you guys. Fire Mom. Howerton throws her hand up like she got the strikeout, and it's ball three, now full count. Or is it 2-2? I think it's 2-2 now, isn't it? This one in the air. Down. The ball is dropped. Here comes Young. Young is going to tap third. And standing up with the triple right there as it gets past the left fielder. Castleberry on third as another run scores. The Lady Jackets now ahead. Momentum. Here's a 4-3 lead now here in the bottom of the fourth. Lady Jackets up in game two. Inside on the first pitch to the junior, Kaylin McMahon. Played some great shortstop in all these series. As the coach is going to slow it down a little bit. We're going to have some conversation in the circle with the infield. And all right, Miss Tucker, YouTube doesn't seem to be working for you. Sorry about that. Hopefully it's on Facebook. If you're having a hard time seeing it on YouTube, then I called her a legend a while ago myself, so yeah, but her dad is a legend. He's leading the charge in the stands, and I love it. Castleberry at third. McMahon at the plate. Slows it down, drops one in over the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. McMahon turns and smiles towards the dugout. There's one out on the board, but on the triple from Castleberry, and it's a 4-3 lead here for the Lady Jackets. She needs to hit it hard up over there. Doesn't like that one down low. 2 balls, 1 strike here. All right, YouTube may be buffering a little bit, yes. We've had an influx of people watching at this point, so glad you're joining us on a Friday night. This one up in the air to the right. Chance for a free out. It's a tag at third, and She'll get the runner home. It'll be 5-3 now on the great job there by McMahon to get the ball in the air on the F9 and brings the runner home. Did her job right there. Got the ball in the air deep enough, and the speedy Castleberry tagged from third and scored. McMahon now takes strike one on the inside corner. And the pitch from Howerton. Just out in front of that one. Waits a little longer, and that might have been a line drive somewhere. She was on it. It just dipped at the last moment. Crowd waiting to erupt here. They've been loud all night, but looking for something to bring the house down. Here in the bottom of the fourth. And the pitch. Fouled back off the net. Number 7, senior center fielder and all-star athlete in volleyball and basketball. All district honors in each, and received an award the other night. East Texas. And just superlatives all around for McMahon, who will be at TJC in the fall playing softball. Talented in everything that she does, though. Just an all-around athlete. And the pitch. One of Coach Halen Hardy's girls who she goes to see for lessons, and she's done a great job with our ladies here.
Let's go, mate.
And the pitch here from Howerton. This one up the middle. Oh, hits the second base. She'll make the play. Bounces off the chest, and that'll end the bottom of the fourth. But not before 2 runs come across the board, and your Lady Jackets up now 5-3 here going into the top of the fifth in game number 2 with all the stakes on the line in this one. We'll be right back in this. Okay, I think part of the reason is there may be some lag and you may be behind a little bit on the video. So between innings, I have to tap the mute button to let it off because Facebook will ding me on points and not let me stream. So I don't have any of the music rights to those songs. And so here we have second pitch in to Howerton, and The scoreboard is still showing the graphics out there. We need to get back to our game here. I think it's 2 balls, 1 strike right here. Yeah, we're 2 balls, 1 strike here. All right. Last time Howerton was up here this is the top of the order, just laced one off of the leg of Marshall, and she throws around Howerton here as she doesn't want her contributing from the plate. And they're unashamedly putting her on first, and they're going to go with these other girls. And here we go. Last time to McMahon was Downs, a right fielder from the left side. And Howerton on with the base on balls here. This one out in front of the plate. Foul ball, but a great play there by Wynn, who did a 360 twirl and threw a strike down to first base, and just active there. Thanks, Miss Hayes. Appreciate it. I enjoy bringing you these games. I'm glad to have the opportunity to this week. Strike 2 right there. Down 0-2 now is Downs, the right fielder.
Hey, you can have fun now. Let's go.
Howerton, the pitcher at first, put on base on balls.
Roll her out.
And the pitch. This one down the line, just out of the reach of Kretzberg, and still 0-2. Should the Lady Jackets advance, we'll put in for the audio down in Austin and bring you the audio version that we did last week. But you'll be able to see it elsewhere as well. To the second baseman. Got her out on the base pads right there as the umpire at second base had an eye on Sarah. Tap the back. Tap the back. She's out. Howerton not leaving the base pads but the guy's right on top of it, makes the call. That should be a fielder's choice right there. She is standing on second.
Off the field, Buck Strawber.
Here's what happened. She didn't believe she was touched, but Young made the tag. Howerton stands at second. Young with the fielder's choice going after the pitcher. And there's a confirmation of the out, and she reluctantly now walks off from second base, but she wasn't going to go down without a fight there, and that's the first down here with a fielder's choice for and assisted there.
Hey, May last time, middle.
Downs will stand at
Georgia, be ready.
first base with 1 out. Ortiz up the middle last time. Hits this one in the air on the left side. Opportunity for a free out falls as Castleberry tracked down 2 of those last night, but doesn't track it down tonight.
Hey,
They're in the top of the 5th, yes. If you're just joining us, sorry about that. We are in the top of the 5th. I've received 100 messages today. Thank you to all you guys watching. You know, I say this, I'm not getting paid to do any of this stuff, and the good Lord's just given me an opportunity through our ISD in the district, and state of Texas has blessed us this week to be able to bring you this stuff, and we get to travel with students, and they get to put some production into and erases the base pads here. And Ortiz is out at first as a part of the double play there. She steps on third, throws to first. And a double play there from Kretzberg, and a 5-3 in the books for Ortiz. And a double play right there, and a great job on the defense. And she's had a few miscues tonight, but knowing Callie Kretzberg, she's not going to go away quietly. She tough defensively and tough at the plate, and look forward to seeing her respond is awesome. And no runs, no hits, no errors. 5-3, excuse me, your score here as we go into the bottom of the fifth here in game number 2 of the regional finals. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back for the bottom of the fifth. All right, ladies and gentlemen, stepping into the bottom of the fifth here. Game number 2 of the regional finals. And Journey Wilson, the first baseman, steps in. The powerful Journey Wilson hit one deep last night to center field. It took a ride. Got up in the jet stream here, and it flew a long way, and she knew it right off the bat. And this next break, I'll try to show it to you. And the pitch to Wilson. This one way out in front of that one took something off that pitch there to Wilson, the first baseman, but she's had several home runs here in the playoffs. She had 2 in Tatum and 1 in Hugh Springs, and had 1 last week and 1 this week, so 5 overall. And the pitch. Down low. 2 balls, 1 strike to Wilson. We are relying heavily on the camera tonight because a lot of obstructed views of where they placed us in this one. And the pitch here from Howerton. Outside ball 3. She's staying away from Wilson. I just promise you on this. It's called the strike on that one. 3 balls, 1 strike. Donnie Crenshaw, what's D-Don C? My man is watching. Appreciate you joining us here. Let's go, Lady Jacket. We are in game number 2. It's 5-3, and a chance to advance to the semifinal round in Austin. On the line, ball 4 right there. Wilson will take her base. And had a double in the first, popped out the second. Excuse me, it was a line drive to second, really. And base on balls here. We'll take it any way we can get it. Runner on. As Courtney Wynn steps in now. Courtney Wynn last night had a 3-run shot in the first inning, and it landed in the dirt pile behind the left field fence. She hit it a long way. This one a hard hit. Up in the air, over the center field, it's hit! And another home run for Courtney Wynn. And she plants it right over the center field wall in a line drive. The catcher, once again, a 2-run shot tonight, a 3-run shot last night, 2-run shot tonight, and put it on the board. It's 7-3 Lady Jackets here in the bottom of the fifth, with Callie Kretzberg stepping in. That's your second baby. That's right, Miss London. What a great kid she is, too. Always has a smile on her face, and had a absolute laser lined off her shin in the top of the third, and she went to the ground, and I thought, man, we may have lost her for this one. And she fights back. This one just over the head of the first baseman, and a classic opposite field hit there for Marshall as it is off the fist, but hard enough to get over the head of the first baseman, and she'll be standing at first here as a runner. Tracy Holland, hey guys. Miss Watkins, glad you're watching. What's up, my beautiful sister? April Goodson Neely is watching us tonight on Facebook. Appreciate you joining us. And they're gonna take out Marshall as she's hobbling just a little bit, but Kinsley Harrell stepping in, the sophomore at first base, and she's gonna see some action here. 7-3 on the board after the home run from Wynn. Mineola with the 2-0, scoring 2 here in the bottom of the fifth, but a 1-game lead here, and have to win 2 to advance. That one down low, inside. It had to be an inside. It came across at the knees, but too far in. And they are really in just impressive style against this pitcher, Howerton. She last year pitched against the Lady Jackets, knocked them out in the area round. And this one down low as well. 2 balls, 1 strike to the DP, Maddie Short, the senior. Now, combined 3 runs the Lady Jackets lost to them at Rockwall Heath last year in the area round. It was game 1 last year was 2-1, and then game 2 was 3-1. So a total of 3 runs that the Lady Jackets lost by, and they were bound and determined this week to pay her back. Just get back into this. And they were maturity year. They fought all season long and have shown so much grit in this playoff run as well. I was commenting on the way home last night about this team and facing Hugh Springs in the second round, and their grit that Hugh Springs had, and just the overall team play from Hugh Springs, and having to fight back against that team felt like a regional final round in the second round. The Lady Jackets had to scrap for every run in that series, and last week against Gunter jumped on them early in game number 1, winning that one, and fighting to come back in the second game in the 9th inning and advancing to the regional final round against the same pitcher that really dominated against them last year. And she goes down watching on this one as the pitch was at the knees across the middle.
Number 1, Georgia Young.
That'll be the second out here in the bottom of the fifth as Young steps in. 2 runs, 3 had a base on balls, 2 runs, 2 hits, but one of them was a home run from Wynn. If you don't know where we're at in the game, check the box score that's sitting at the bottom left of the screen that Zoe Goodson is running. She'll be the new employee at Mineola Primary, teaching 3rd grade science and math next year for the Little Jackets at the primary. And as a dad, I couldn't be more proud of her, and graduating summa cum laude at East Texas Baptist University last weekend. You can bet I'm going to brag on her. Les Irvin, what's up? Coach Irvin says, I've seen a lot of smash mouth football, but Coco brings a lot of smash mouth softball. You're right, Coach. Exactly right, Mr. Irvin. Les Irvin. Young on a strike on the outside corner there. She's going to have to get the ball down. She's kind of running away from the plate right there, and She needs to keep her shoulder in and get towards the pitcher. Lay the ball down on the ground and make them work. 2 outs here. Swings through that one. Strike 3, but listen, damage done and extra runs added here as 2 runs come across the board in the bottom of the 5th. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors. And a long home run on a shot from Courtney Wynn. 7-3 going into the top of the 6th. We'll be right back. Game 2 here of the regional finals here on the Nest Game Day. I'm Jason Goodson. We'll be right back. All right, it's top of the 6th here. I'm Jason Goodson. Welcome back to the Nest Game Day via YouTube and Facebook. Thanks for joining us. Jill Sneed, glad you're on. Alumni right there. Zach Haskins, glad you're on as well. My man, Zach. Selena Carranza, glad you're on. Coco did a great job, man. She crashed that ball. Yep, a beast. Oh, hello. We got some infant action going on here. Hi. Hi. And the pitch. Miss Stack here to my left. One of our algebra teachers at the high school and valuable asset to our campus. Glad to have her. And the pitch. Good pitch right there. Calls a strike right there. It's 3 balls, 1 strike here to Rupert, the third baseman. Excuse me, it's Fuller that's up. Fuller, the center fielder. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. This one on the ground to McMahon. She gloves it, throws it across the diamond. It's a 6-4 for the first out here in the top of the 6th. Said at the first of this one, a lot of pressure in this game. Lots on stake here for the Lady Jackets. So far in this one, they are responding. And Cole, the shortstop, swings through that one. She's 3rd in the lineup in batting average and hitting over 500 this season for the Lady Cats. And has played well tonight. And the pitch from Marshall. On the ground to McMahon. She steps. And a great dig by the first baseman, Wilson, taking care of her shortstop right there. As played some great defense once again, and another 6-4 in the book. And 2 quick outs here in the top of the 6th. And the pitch from Marshall down and inside to the first baseman, Thomas. Thomas with an infield single in this one and a sacrifice last time up in the fourth. Swings through that one. And that's an easy call right there. The home plate umpire really could have made that call right there. She had swung from the backside angle 3 inches out in front of that plate. And the first base umpire had to make the call, which is the right thing to do, but he needs to have the confidence right there. That's on the ground once again to McMahon. She picks it, throws it, just misses that one, but a great play deep in the hole right there, laying out to her right and steps to make the throw, but just beats it out as Thomas by 1 step. We'll call that an infield hit because that's a tough play there for McMahon. And 0 for 5 in the series is the DP Bruce. She gets this one to Kretzberg. Kretzberg steps, makes the throw across the diamond, and it's a 5-3 right there. Going into the bottom of the 6th. Lady Jackets up 7-3. We'll be right back. Georgia Young will be leading off the bottom of the 6th. It'll be 9-1-2 coming to the plate. And Young, Castleberry, and McMahon, your Lady Jackets, 1 step closer tonight here in Game 2. We'll be right back with the rest of the action.
Number 0, Caroline Castleberry.
Pardon me, I was wrong about the order. Young struck out last time, so Castleberry will lead it off here in the bottom of the 6th for the Lady Jackets. Glad you're here. Got a little excited a while ago. Courtney Wynn hit that home run, and Castleberry up here down 0-1. Went 4 for 5 last night. Struggled a little bit tonight at the plate, but it's found a triple in the 4th. Scored a run on the sac fly from McMahon. Carroll's up to the plate. McGow. Stacy, glad you're watching. I'm sure Jay is watching as well, hopefully. And the pitch. In the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No, they called that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes right here to Castleberry. She needs to shorten up and fight for this one. Swings through that one. Strikeout for Carroll. She goes down swinging. I don't think she likes the outside pitch that was called against her a while ago.
Kate, you and May, let's go.
Ball 1 here to McMahon. The junior steps in. Caitlin McMahon, steady-handed shortstop, and held that position down for 3 years and has played some great softball here for the Lady Jackets and has really dedicated herself to softball, and one heck of a point guard in basketball too. Great defensively, and was the libero in volleyball. And the pitch from Howerton. Inside, she leans back there. 2 balls, 1 strike here to McMahon. Lady Jackets right now are stepping into this one and really playing well. Two balls, 2 strikes here. Even with 1 out. Carol Castleberry striking out here to lead off the bottom of the 6th for the Lady Jackets. And this pitch from Howerton takes something off that one as it floats across the outside of in the paint away from McMahon. She holds off and doesn't like it. It's a full count now. She will surely shorten up here and look for something to put into play. And she's really good. I've said this so much. When she goes opposite field and hits the line drive right over the second baseman's head, there's a good chance she tried to blow that one by her, and Howerton reached deep down in to the soul and threw that one fast across it. She did, you're right. She took a big hack at that one and stayed alive and was anticipating the fastball. Now, let's see what happens here. Every stomp is getting affected. I'm sorry about that, guys. It's just the way it is tonight. Stays alive right there, battles, leans out across the plate, pops that one back. It's still a full count. And you like the fight here. It's a great at-bat by number 12, McMahon. Just a delightful soul to be around as well, and know that she loves the game of softball and fights hard and has put a lot of time and effort into being a really good player, and can't wait to see what her future is going to look like. She'll be a senior next year for the Lady Jackets. Foul back and off the net here as she is facing down with Howerton, and whether she strikes out or walks or gets the base hit here, it's been one incredible at bat for McMahon. Kathleen Scott, glad you're watching here. Lady Jackets are fighting hard. This one, soft line drive to the second baseman, and she took something off of that one and tried to punch it out to opposite field, but several times tonight the second baseman has caught some soft line drives. Probably about 3 or 4 of those tonight that has fallen into her glove and not hit hard enough to get over her head, but great at bat nonetheless. And here comes Mineola McMahon, the senior center fielder, and calls a strike on that one. Typically when the umpire does the full body squat and the rear end hits the turf, he's calling the strike right there. So just an observation from the side here. And the pitch. Stands up quickly for the ball. Over the years, you learn how to read body language. And he sure gives it pretty well here. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Mineola. Hasn't hit one hard yet in this series. This one hard. This one high. This one deep. Over the fence in left field. As soon as I mention it, she proves me wrong. McMahon, the senior, lifts one out of here to left field and gives it a ride. 8-3 now. Let's go. How exciting is that for her as she just gets underneath it and got enough of it that it got into the jet stream. The wind is blowing right to left here, and it flies out of here. And the home run for McMahon. And she's had multiple home runs here in this one. And a timely hit right there for McMahon in this series, as she had a double last night that got into the alley, but that's the hardest ball she's hit in this series. And adding to the score here, 8-3. And just when you think it's going to calm down at the plate, the cleanup hitter, number 4, Wilson, steps in for the Lady Jackets, and she can hit the ball a ton. I've mentioned this twice tonight, but there's a cedar tree out beyond center field there that is holding a softball right now from last night's home run that she belted. And I talk about our ballpark all the time in Mineola. It's the largest softball field I've seen. It's 225 from left to right field, down the line, in the alleys, and in center field. And that ball she hit last night would have flown way out of there. Zavala and Nance welcome in. And the pitch to Wilson here. 2 balls, 1 strike. Brings it to a 3-1 count here. She's going to stay away from the middle of the zone here. She tested the middle of the zone with McMahon, but McMahon made her pay. The fans have been awesome here tonight, and the camera is still alive and well up there. I don't know how, but it is, and I'm sure that some of you are thrown up in a bucket at the house watching this on TV tonight, but I appreciate your patience. But our student section has been. McMahon puts another run on the board for the Lady Jackets with the home run to left field, and the score, Lady Jackets 8, Whitesboro 3, and they are 3 outs away from advancing to the semifinal round of the Texas High School Girls Playoff Series here, and it'll be the first time in over 10 years that has happened. They're in the circle over here. They know what's at stake. This is a big moment for the Lady Jack. I might get a little emotional. I already am. Man, sorry. Put a lot of time in with these ladies, and get to see them be successful. It's huge. Woo. It's been fun watching this one. They got to go get 3 outs, though, and getting ahead of myself a little bit, but man, tell you what, whoo. Never forget, 3 years ago, losing to Queen City with some god-awful score like 28-3 in the first round of the playoffs in White House, Texas, just getting our teeth knocked in. And after that game was over, meeting out with the girls in left field as we typically did, and stepping into this one is the number 9 hitter for the Lady Cats, and Perkins with a single to right field in the 3rd, and grounded out to first in the 4th. But we were in this circle in left field and just really, like I said, got our faces kicked, and telling those girls that there was so much potential coming around the corner, and with the groups and them mixing together and them moving forward, that they had a chance to be really good, and a chance by the time that they were seniors to punch their ticket to Austin, Texas. It's really good to see them have the opportunity to do that here. She walks the leadoff here, and it's, listen, 3 outs, man. This is the toughest 3 outs they're going to face this year, you know, and Whitesboro doesn't want to go down without a fight. And Howerton, I watched last week as Gunter fought back late in the 6th inning and tied it up 6-6, and we went to 9. And So Lady Jackets need to play behind their pitcher here. Howerton, their best hitter by far and their best overall player. She is such a talent. And the Lady Jackets have stepped up in these last 2 games and have scored 19 runs against her. And if that doesn't tell you about the grit and the resolve of the Lady Jackets, I don't know what does. And this would be a big out for Marshall here. She's keeping it low and out of the zone. Oh, you guys bet. Well, thank you guys for watching this live stream so far. Appreciate you calling. And the pitch. Outside, stays away from the zone once again, ball 3. Marshall being careful here with Howerton. She's a .647 batting average coming into this one. So strike 1 there. She watches that one go across. Signals right there. 3 balls, 1 strike here from Marshall. Whew. Ball 4 there, and she's going to walk to first as if she is won the series. Just need to work outs here. 2 base on balls here in this one. It's 8-3. A lot of pressure here, man. This is intense. These girls haven't been in this spot before. The Whitesboro Lady Cats have. They were here last year in this round and advanced up to the semifinals, beating Hugh Springs last year after they knocked out the Lady Jackets in round 3 of the area round in Rockwall Heath. Ball 1 right here. Marshall pitched every inning in this series so far. And the pitch fouled back into the left there. Is Downs. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Runner at first and second.
Hey, let's make sure we get an out.
Both runners on via the walk. Here in the top of the 7th. Lady Jackets need 3 out to advance to Austin. Courtney Wynn will run you down. She's not afraid, and she is more than once this year has caught a runner in between second and third and gotten the lead runner just by running down and doing what a catcher has been taught to do since Little League. And she has the speed to catch you off guard. This one down on the ground, just out of the reach of McMahon. They're going to hold her up at third as Castleberry steps in and makes the play. Now bases are loaded. As that one just gets out of the reach of McMahon, trying to make the play to tag off the runner at third, but now the infield will be in here with bases loaded, no outs. 8-3, they're going to have a quick meeting in the circle. May try, I doubt it with Ortiz that they would do the suicide here, but Ortiz with power can hit the ball a long way, so they're going to have to be careful with her. And the fans from oh, I didn't realize that, Ricky Hass. I appreciate you letting me know that. Okay, something new I didn't know, and I'm learning something every day. You know what, I'm always being educated, and if somebody knows, it's Ricky Hass. And apparently next week there just will be a semifinal round, and then the following week will be the state finals after that. So hey, but still, punching her round to the semifinal is a huge deal for the Lady Jackets, and it hasn't happened here since Ricky Lynn was pitching. Changed the format in 2024. Well, they didn't let us know. Gosh, dog it. Yes, we all hear Kendall. He knows it too. And the pitch here. 1 ball, 1 strike here. to Ortiz, the catcher, who is second on the team in batting average, hitting over 500 for the Lady Cats here, and bases loaded, infield's in. They'll look to make the play at first on a grounder. This one fouled back. Strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ortiz. Would love to see a drop ball right here from Marshall. That's right, Shamar. We need to get these last 3 out. Coach Moore, glad you're on and watching. Shamar London, Mineola alum. Watched his son win a state championship in football, 2016 for the Yellow Jackets, and some fun times here. The atmosphere is quite similar right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. This one on the ground to McMahon. She'll go to third, give up the run. Got the double play. And a great job right there as the runner tried to take third. And he races 2 outs right there on a double play. They give up the run. It's 8-4. 2 outs on the board now. There were no outs, and great defensive play there as the Lady Jackets hit the double play. Perkins scored. Howerton on the force on the fielder's choice. And they're done! It's over! Advancing to the semifinals here. After the regional round, the Lady Jackets have ended it and have knocked out the team that knocked them out last year and have answered the call. They'll play in the semifinals next week. Congratulations to the Lady Jackets as they take the next step towards a state championship, finishing this one in 2 games. The final 8-4 here in game number 2 against the Lady Cats of Whitesboro. The camera survived. We survived. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Couldn't have done it without our community here and you watching and supporting from home. Parents flocking to the field as they pray in the circle and are advancing to the next round. And I'll come back live here in just a second with some video like we've been doing. Opposite of that, and here come the guys out on the field to celebrate, and I'm going to go get some live shots of that. We'll be right back. We're signing off here on the stream. And thank you guys for allowing me to bring you these last 2 games. What a pleasure. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you in the semifinal round next week.